Fans take great pride in debating which players deserve the highest ratings when it comes to the NHL, and we also know that defensemen are the backbone of any championship team, even if they rarely receive the gaudy statistics or glory that the best centers or wingers in the NHL frequently do. In this video, we're going to go over some names that we think will belong to the most top-rated defensemen in NHL 23. First up, John Carlson of the Washington Capitals. With an overall rating of 89, John makes one heck of a defenseman. He is the true embodiment of a reliable, excellent defenseman who excels at everything and can be on the ice for his team in any circumstance. 25 of Carlson's 71 points from the previous season came on the power play, which is partly because of his outstanding puck handling and possession skills, as well as his sharp vision and a shot that can provide rebounds for his teammates close to the net. In NHL 23, feeding Alex Ovechkin during the power play also contributes to slightly inflated stats, but Carlson still has the talent to produce a ton of offense on his own. Although Carlson's skill set may not transfer to NHL 23's ultimate team or to head-to-head as effectively as some other defensemen's skills do, he can still be a dependable and stable option for players who want to concentrate their attack on their forwards. Carlson will likely be a better option for many competitive ultimate team squads later in the game cycle on the second or third defensive pairing, but early on, he will be a reliable top-pairing defenseman. Next, Adam Fox of the New York Rangers. Adam has an overall rating of 90, which is beyond exceptional. He is one of the Rangers' top young guns and the most recent elite defenseman to break into the NHL. He is a dominating offensive player who can handle any circumstance on the rink. Fox, who entered the 2017-18 season with 71 points and a rating of 15th among defensemen in NHL 22, should see his rating rise to the top of the league with improved shooting, passing, and vision skills. Since Fox is not a particularly physical player, NHL 23 players will need to make the most of his offensive potential to get the most out of having him in their lineup. In NHL 23 Ultimate Team, or when using the Rangers in head-to-head, players that favor long, jailbreak-style passes to forwards may appreciate having Adam Fox on their squad. Now for Victor Hedman of Tampa Bay Lightning. With an overall rating of 92, this young lad is truly impressive. In 2021-2022, Hedman led the Tampa Bay Lightning to their third consecutive Stanley Cup final with 85 points. Hedman fits in perfectly with Tampa's possession style of play, which is centered on controlling the time of possession and shots on goal. Hedman is steady, and his skill is distributed fairly on offense. Hedman's superior skating, shot power, and puck handling has made him one of the greatest players in the NHL series in previous seasons. Hedman is one of the finest pack pulls in Hockey Ultimate Squad thanks to his shot, and for players who prefer the head-to-head game, he will form the core of an excellent team. Players wishing to play with a quick transition attack may want to consider choosing a different club since the Lightning are a possession-based team. Hedman and the Lightning will be more than competitive for guys that pass a lot and like to keep the puck in their own end of the ice. Coming up is Cale Makar of the Colorado Avalanche. The boy's got an overall rating of 92, and that's an absolute testimony to his skill. Cale Makar, the blue liner for the Avalanche, is the epitome of a highlight reel with his puck handling, speed, vision, and shooting. And at just 23 years old, he is the finest defenseman in the league. Makar is the kind of player who qualifies as one of the best for every type of game mode in NHL 23, thanks to his ability to make a quick turn and freeze the goaltender and defenseman while assisting a teammate or scoring a goal by himself. Any Ultimate Team player who draws Makar in a pack on day one is lucky, since they will have secured a strong starting point for their squad with a blue liner who performs on par with the league's top forwards. His qualities make him a wonderful fit for players who either appreciate a puck possession game or for those who want a quick strike type of offense that revolves around speed, decking, and outstanding passing. Lastly, Roman Josi of the Nashville Predators. With an overall rating of 93, Josi is a freaking superstar. That's enough said. The dude has led all defensemen in scoring between the years 2021-22 with 96 points, but Cale Makar, a dynamic player, still won the Norris Trophy for top defenseman in the previous campaign. Josi's point total is even more astounding than Makar's since, unlike Makar, he plays on a Nashville Predators team that is not stacked with offensive talent, which forces him to shoulder more of the load. Josi is also not as proficient in Makar in traits that reward players who are good with the skill sticks in NHL 23, such as decking and puck control. In NHL 23, many players will favor a player like Makar owing to his dynamic skill that allows for more creativity. He is a more balanced defenseman, which works well in the real NHL where Josi is a superstar. Josi will still be a fantastic choice for Predators supporters and players who are searching for a reliable defenseman to anchor their first or second pairing in their Ultimate Team squad. And before we move on, we should let you know that NHL 23 is slated to launch for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series XS on October 14th, 2022. Yes, the wait wait is almost over. Now, on to other news. First off, Thomas gets an overall rating of 87 on NHL 23. Thomas joined Jordan Kyrou, 87, Ryan O'Reilly, 88, and Vladimir Tarasenko, 88, as the top-rated players on the Blues with a rating of 88 out of 100, up 5 points from the beginning of last year. Thomas acknowledged the rating, saying it's pretty respectable, and he also believed that it's quite generous, as he didn't anticipate being so high. The 23-year-old forward has a lengthy relationship with the team, also known as Chell in the hockey community. Thomas claims that starting with NHL 13, he and his brother played every year's edition of the game. In the player creation option of the game, Thomas claims he avoids using his own likeness. When Justin Falk approached at Wednesday's content day, Thomas used the words giant and fast to describe the type of player he likes to design. Next, Eichel, Pietrangelo, Stone, and the Golden Knights make the NHL's top 50. Jack Eichel, the standout forward for the Golden Knights, received an overall rating of 89. In the game, Eichel is rated as the 44th best player. He will have a 91-point acceleration rating, an 84-point aggression rating, a 92-point agility rating, an 87-point balance rating, a 92-point speed rating, and an 87-point strength rating. Last season, Eichel played 34 games and recorded 14 goals and 11 assists. Due to his post-surgery recuperation, he didn't start playing with the Golden Knights until February. Additionally, awarded an overall rating of 89 for the contest was Vegas's captain, Mark Stone. The forward only participated in 37 of the Golden Knights games last season as a result of injury, missing most of it. He recorded 21 assists and 9 goals overall. Alex Pietrangelo, a defenseman with the Golden Knights, received an 89 overall rating from EA Sports. Pietrangelo was rated as the 5th best right defenseman and the 46th best player overall in the game. Lastly, NHL EA Sports 23 Charlie McAvoy rating stirs up controversy. Fans of the Boston Bruins were pretty upset on Twitter with the top 10 right shot defenders rankings for EA Sports NHL 23, and for good reason. The 24-year-old Boston Bruins defenseman Charlie McAvoy was placed 4th overall in EA Sports NHL 23's preseason rankings with an overall rating of 89. When the rankings were revealed on Tuesday afternoon, there was no evidence that it was in response to the initial backlash from Boston Bruins and Charlie McAvoy supporters. But 4 hours later, the EA Sports NHL Twitter account posted a tweet pointing out that McAvoy's rating has consistently increased over the course of his first 5 NHL seasons. That's all well and good, but does that warrant putting Karlsson, 32, ahead of McAvoy? McAvoy received more votes in the 2022 Norris Trophy despite Karlsson having more goals, 15, and assists, 54, with 10 goals and 46. McAvoy received 1 first-place vote, 7 second-place votes, 22 third-place votes, and 55 fourth-place votes in the voting for the 2022 Norris Trophy. Karlsson, on the other hand, came in at number 10 with just 4 votes for 4th place and no votes for 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think these are the lads who will end up getting the most top-ranked spots as NHL 23 releases? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.